Greetings, I am Lies and I use she, her.
And I am Scandal and I use they, them.
And let's play a game together. Yes.
Here we go.
Alright, so we are back in the dungeon and Nadia is looking for some answers.
We have discovered that there is a trade embargo upon the cure for the plague.
Except for Julian is himself embargoing the cure.
Yes.
It's okay though. But I'm just like, why is she so defensive all the time? Just be proud, be strong. Nadia, you can do it.
Or again, just deeply skeptical. Like, it might be that thing of going, I'm literally questioning you, going, if you actually have a cure, why haven't you released it yet? Like,
no, I just mean in the, let me tell you the entire thing, instead of just going, so I know you didn't kill Lucio.
Right?
Like, she could walk in and go, you didn't kill Lucio, why are you lying?
I am your countess. I don't have to tell you jack shit.
Yeah, like, she wouldn't even have to say, I've seen him alive. She's just like, I know you didn't kill him. What are you doing? And he could be like, you know?
Except for why he still didn't do that earlier. Anyway, it's fine.
If you found the cure for the plague, why on earth haven't you released it? Because it's a personal thing that I do myself, only by me.
Right. Ah! That's the thing, Countess! Someone took it from me. I tried to remember what the cure was, and there's just a blank space? Like, you know, an empty, a hole, a void, an entire experience in my head. It just goes into the abyss where the great tentacle monsters dwell.
So what you're saying is that you know the thing you can't remember is actually the cure to the plague. Do you know how sus that sounds?
No?
I didn't actually discover the cure to the plague, that I can remember, but I remember almost discovering it and then it being gone.
No, that's not what I said. I said I did figure out a cure. I just don't remember it because someone took it from me. Corazon, you sound dumb. But I know how to get it back. I know how to remember. I have to die to do it. I need to meet with a hanged man. Okay. This is the trauma that you put on everyone else, and you never explained to Dirt, and you never explained to Portia. We never fucking got this.
Nope. He was just like,
From
I
his
will
route.
die and I think I'll survive. He never explained that this was his thought process.
That?
To the person that was his love interest.
That is horrible.
Yeah, also, Nadia needs to immediately counteract him in this route, because she'd be like, oh, well, we just went and saw one of those people. Corazon can take you there.
Right?
Like, she needs to immediately contradict him and go, that is not the only
Well,
way.
and also going, how do you know you need to meet with a hangman? Why the hangman specifically?
Does she also
do you have knowledge of the hangman?
What the hanged man is? Is she going to go, what's that? Or who's
right,
that?
I need to know. Anyway,
All right.
The hanged man. Silence falls over the room as we process what we just heard. Die and meet with the hanged man. You are the fucking... It's fine. You're the magical apprentice who deals with the master who has the tarot card of sparkles, and you have no idea what the hangman is? Is that what that is? Fine.
Or, I think Corazon absolutely knows what they are, because it's one of the Arcana.
Yeah.
And going, okay, meet with the thing in this card.
You mean, here, would you like me do a reading for you?
Yeah,
Look, you can meet with him. Or going, perhaps if I could find an access point, let me ask Astra!
Do you have a goddamn door?
Motherfucker!
A gate?
Ah! Okay.
But we say nothing instead. We're just like, that sounds bizarre.
But this...
That is possibly the most astonishingly terrible plan I have ever heard in my life. You're the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
Yeah, but you had heard of me.
God damn it.
Ah!
Why would you need to die to speak with the Arcana? Also,
That actually just fucking makes me angry.
she just
though.
knows that the high priestess, is one of the Arcana, and that you can just speak with the Arcana. You know, it's interesting that she's never mentioned that,
Again,
it was an Arcana before. I want to speak with someone, can you help me?
Right.
But not, I want to speak with one of the Arcana, can you help me?
Specifically the thing that you're actually supposed to be really good at, because she specifically came to you because she heard that you had basically powers that other people did not.
Well, she specifically came to Astra, who had the Arcana deck.
I'm gonna die.
And then hires you instead, because
this falls
you're hot.
apart so fast when you started incorporating other stuff. But again, I really do have to say, the sheer brutality now of Julian going, this is what I was doing, that makes me so angry.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't even, that is just
Why
awful.
are you not sharing things with your love interest partner?
That is your thought process here? Let me know. Again, I'm like, that's just cruel. That's just fucking me. And I don't care if it's you find out the other routes. And so I'm saying, so you're telling me that as a book series goes, let's say this was a series of books. You are literally fucking required to watch / read all the rest of the other episodes before you actually get what the real story is?
And also, again, your love interest in Julian's route never gets to know what his actual thought process was. If this is it.
If they haven't just changed it and put it in here. Like, because most of the time, like, in his route, he just seems suicidal.
Yeah, okay, so I have to say, it really is funny that this entire plot is motivated by, I went to go hire the local real magician, Asra. I saw his apprentice and they were hot as fuck, so I hired them instead. And that's the story.
Yeah, kind of, actually.
Which is just, I kind of love that. I kind of love that. Okay, why would you need to die to speak with the Arcana? Corazon and I have spoken with them without such trouble.
What, only
one of them?
One of them. Oh,
With
God,
one of
honey. One is not the same as the other.
One of them.
One of these things is not like the others.
It's okay.
It's okay. I've tried, but my lady, everything I read tells me this is the only way. He's not exactly the welcoming sort. Except that actually the hangman is probably one of the friendliest fucking, like, characters we've run into. He was pretty much, he was more straightforward.
He's friendlier, he's got a more open demeanor, and he answers questions more directly than almost everyone else. And going, he's not the friendliest of sorts. Actually, dear, he's pretty damn friendly, and he laughs easily. He's a fun time.
Yeah, good boy.
Yeah.
Leave him
Also,
be.
I'm just like, we've spoken to one quite recently. I've tried, milady.
You
speak
speak
to
to
one
him
quite recently.
Recently?
All right, everything I've read told me this is the only way. Well,
But-
everything you've read is wrong if you believe what I've just said. No, we're talking about the hangman specifically. I'm talking about the Arcana as a general. And they banter back and forth for 5 minutes.
Right.
Until finally Corazon goes, may I speak? For a moment.
Shut up.
I just...
Stop talking.
Welcoming sort.
Welcoming sort.
Corazon. Is that true?
Wait, you've been asserting your own ass basically everywhere, and now you think to ask us?
Yes.
Like, again, I'm like, you really did go, Nadia is basically the expert. So Nadia, like I said, so in the previous stuff, I was getting really irritated going, Nadia has basically posited herself as the expert. Despite the fact that also, they cannot decide what the character is.
I cannot believe that Portia wouldn't say anything in response to, one, him saying, I need to die to learn something, and two, Nadia going, you don't need to die, that sounds dumb. Portia, yeah. Real dumb.
It's really fucking dumb, you dumbass!
Immediately smacks her brother, pulls her brother down so she can reach him, and smacks him over the head.
Stop it!
Stop it! Corazon, is that true?
I nod, thinking back to what Astra taught me about the Arcana, and what I've read myself. Motherfucker!
What you need to know is that we died when we saw the High Priestess. No, we're talking about the hangman. They haven't specified that.
Mother trucker! What? But even to ourselves we go, about the Arcana, not the hanged man!
What you don't know is that we both died a little while ago and brought ourselves back in the tower.
Corazon, it's just a little suffocation. For fun. For a treat. For a good time. Just a little death.
Just
for fun.
A small death for a little while. So we can learn things.
Yes, I'm like, what?
Corazon casually murders both of them in the tower. I'll bring us back soon.
Oh, now we could reach the High Priestess because you have a special connection with her, Nadia. Except that we fucking know from Julian's route, so does he!
Exactly. I was say, but Corazon doesn't know that, but Corazon also doesn't seem willing to investigate it.
Or ask!
Or say, unless he has one as well. But like...
Also going, why would you need to find your connection to the hangman? Because as far as I understand... Okay, so remember in Julian's route, he never really talked about the hangman at all, and then he was like, then the hangman came to me? That is I studied all the things. No one had an answer. And now he's going, no, but all the books that I've read, he has this thing. And he's literally been on the run in Nevivon, and now he decided to magically sparkle appear again.
I want to know what he's been studying that has told him all about the hanged man, because I didn't think there was a lot of books on the Arcana.
I didn't think so either. That's actually kind of one of the things that made Asra unique, was that he studied...
So, if Nadia hadn't had a special connection with the High Priestess, she would have had to die to go see her?
Oh, God.
Are we saying that when you die, you just go to the realms of these people, so they're all basically afterlives? Every single one of them is a realm of afterlife?
I never got that at all.
They're not heavens, but they're different afterlives.
Yeah.
That sounds weird as hell.
That sounds
Also,
bizarre.
why aren't they freaking filled with people if that's the case?
Right?
I guess because they're all in their own private bubbles? Nah.
I keep the mortals over there. This is where my body lies. What? They're in you anyway. It's fine.
You are
with
the
her,
body.
Nadia. For Julian, it'd be nearly impossible to do it the regular way. How do you know? You're making weird fucking assertions that I don't understand.
Also, we're like this. Okay, back there, Corazon was like, it may be possible. Now they're like, the regular way. So we're suggesting, I might be able to figure out how to do this. Oh, there's a total regular way that I know what is.
What?
All right.
I'm so tired.
To do it the regular way.
Ah!
He can't do it the regular way. It's just impossible for him.
Oh, goodness.
I see.
This is just like he has to die anyway because we have to fulfill that plot point. That is so
But he doesn't
dumb.
have to. If it's a completely different AU, it's a different story, different things happened, he doesn't have to die. Also, why do we just... Okay, we've been skeptical this entire time. Nadia's been massively skeptical this entire time. Why do we believe that he needs to meet with the Hanged Man?
Yeah, exactly. What does the Hanged Man have anything to... Like I said, why the Hanged Man? Well, the Hanged Man is the one who gave me the information. The Hanged Man did?
I remember he gave me the cure, but I don't remember what it was.
Okay, so how do you know he gave you the cure and he didn't just give you sort of some sense of lingering doubt, especially based on what you say, where he's basically untrustworthy and hard to get to?
Also, okay, so there's this thing where you go, I remember they gave me this thing. And when you go back there, they're like, yeah, I gave you an orange. I thought you gave me the secret of the universe. I told you, in this, there is the secret to the universe. There is in all things.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, and then you realize you killed yourself, and you're not getting it cured. Anyway, it's fine. Yeah.
It's fine.
Then, assuming you can reach the Hanged Man this way, what happens when you retrieve this cure? How exactly do you expect to return from the dead, Doctor?
Oh, that's the easy part.
I cannot believe that Portia's not talking at all.
Oh, I have fury. Do you know why I'm mad?
He's gonna do the Highlander scene?
Oh, he's gonna do the Highlander scene and, like, make you stab him, but, like, okay, so hear me out here.
Okay.
We're having basically some sort of extreme, basically powerful magic where you go, Nadia has a strong connection to the High Priestess because of her power. Julian also has a power that literally connects him to the Hanged Man.
And if he's
going to show you this, you should immediately have your main character going, oh,
you have a powerful connection to the Hanged Man.
Yeah, why do you need to kill yourself again?
Going, I did not see the
This
connection
is
before.
so then artificial.
I mean, maybe they won't
once again, though, because they never explain their magic and they never tell you exactly what it is and they won't just, like, they just go, we just want basically plot to happen. It just is never consistent. That just makes me mad because it really was the Hanged Man gave him that, remember?
I know, and so if he hurts himself and his mark shows up, we should see immediately that he has a connection to him.
Yeah, and go, oh, you don't need to kill yourself. We can go talk to him.
You have a special connection to him, done.
Julian reaches down, picking up a sharp stray rock from the floor.
Why? Okay, I need to talk to the dungeon janitors immediately. There should not be sharp stray rocks on this floor. You are not doing a good job keeping this place clean. I don't care if it's abandoned. The Coliseum's been closed down for 3 years. If you're putting people in it, you should clean it up first.
I'm out here on the top. I don't know. They told me not to go down. We do not go down. All right. He swipes it across his arm. Through his gloves? Here we go. It's fine.
Through his shirt?
Through his shirt.
Okay, but like,
pulls down his shirt.
See how loose his shirt is? He just knocks it off the shoulder and pulls it down his bicep.
Very sexy.
Yep, so it's falling halfway off and then just cuts open his bicep. Yep, ouch.
Drawing up bright blood. And then the mark on his throat glows. A mark that looks just like Nadia's. And the wound heals before our eyes.
Okay, if we can't see his arm, he didn't do it.
That was going to be my point, though. So if they bring this up and then they go, oh, you still need to die, I'm so angry.
It doesn't make any sense.
That won't make any goddamn sense. That's dumb.
That is quite a useful trick, isn't it?
Portia
says nothing. Did she leave and I missed it?
Don't fucking... What are you doing? Don't hurt yourself! Oh.
What the fuck is that?
What is that?
What is that?
What are you doing? What is it?
Also going, I'm not going to comment on this at all. Did she leave and I missed it?
No, she's still there.
Why isn't she talking?
Her eyes turn to me, concerned. I'm not sure if it's for their shared mark or for Julian's harebrained scheme, which should be completely disproven at this point. No, but he's hard to get to. That
Except
doesn't
for
mean
we're saying
anything.
Her mark doesn't have anything to do with the priestess. She just has a connection, and she has a mark.
Do you know what also pisses me off? We both end up going back to the Hanged Realm in Julian's route anyway through his connection to the Hangman. Motherfucker!
Yeah, it's true. But
so
you don't have a connection. Astra, again, we won't talk to Astra. Astra knows he has a connection and knew he had a connection, and we sat down and tried to do it, and then it didn't work, and then he had to die anyway. But we did try, and then Nerd wasn't experienced enough and couldn't do it. Because, you know, Astra, while teaching us how to ride horses and sew things and mix things and read and walk and use the bathroom and function in social society and run a shop and be a small business owner.
And know who your
ruler is and what your local history is and everything.
But also keep you completely isolated at home.
And give you a full tour of functioning basics of magic. Never taught you how to do the one thing that he does, which is travel constantly to all of the realms.
I'm so tired. It's okay. Or Julian's harebrained scheme.
Could this plan work?
Why are we not investigating this more? We're just moving on?
Again, she's doubted everyone completely. And now she's like, I don't doubt it, just Corazon?
I wonder if they wrote themselves into a corner.
Maybe?
I'm like that just seems like a big plot hole to me. Like, what?
I guess it's I can somehow, for reasons, maybe because I'm romantically and or socially close to Nadia, detect her connection with the priestess, but I am not skilled enough and capable enough to detect Julian's connection with the Hanged Man, even though it's right there. And again, for unexplained plot reasons, we will not speak to Astra or inquire to him in any way.
Which seems weird. But again, like, remember how we said before, like, it seems like you get weirdly isolated basically from the other love interests in ways that I just don't get. Like, with Julian's route, it kind of made sense because he was supposed to be the weird little loner, so that one I was more okay with. This seems bizarre.
Nadia is at the center of everything social.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah, anyway.
That's fine.
Corazon?
It might not work, it might work.
Both of those are might. What is the big difference?
What?
I mean, it might not work.
Shrug. That's all that is.
Hashtag
shrug. I'm also like, again, we're just accepting this? Mark, exactly like, oh my god, and then you just drop it?
I mean...
Oh! Like, again, I'm like, the magic is so then, like...
I would tend to say, based on Corazon's style of speaking, they would say, it might work, and that would encompass all the doubt of it might not work, of going, it might work. Yeah, that sounds very Corazon.
I'm just mad.
But I don't understand the difference between these two choices, really, and why this is the choice.
And again, they're basically the same thing, because might means there's still a possibility for either depending on which one you say, for it to succeed or to fail.
Yes.
This is redundant!
Both of them are dubious, and it's an important choice. Here you go!
And it might work.
I love Corazon. Really? Really? Really?
If not, we'll at least get Really? I mean, of course it will work!
You're so self-destructive. You're like, and if it doesn't work, at least all my problems will be over because I won't be there anymore.
Like I said, he has a strong desire to just unalive himself.
He does.
Like, no, I want to help people. No, I think you just want to end your own existence.
I think you want somebody to redeem End Me and be done.
Yeah, and never come back again, and yeah. Pay me $10,000 to never stream again, kind of thing.
Right.
Hey! Of course it will work! Have you seen the Hanged Man before?
Oh, are we gonna actually ask and find out if he has a connection? Let's do it!
I'm gonna die. Once! That's the way I think I could find him again! Actually, because otherwise...
I really wouldn't know he existed.
I'm also like, okay, so
except for you would, because you know that's
the Arcana once doesn't mean jack shit, in my opinion. I'm also like, I'm never gonna drop him.
I guess he was reading Astra's books.
I'm never gonna
because Astra would have the most books on the Arcana.
But the thing is, the Hanged, he might be basically a biased writer. Do you know why? Because the Hangman might not get along with the Magician!
It's true.
Do you know how...
I didn't mean books written by Astra. I meant owned by Astra.
No, but, like, do you understand?
Yes.
Like, but if Astra's basically the one, this is his field, he probably has either written or discussed or has lectures or scrolls or writings or something.
He doesn't seem like he's that inclined to share with people.
But if they were dating for a while... It's all the things I've read. Well, Astra gave me really interesting pillow talk.
We discussed, I mean, all the time.
Because I'm afraid of magic, so it's like, you know.
We play with the cards, but nothing else.
Then, it's possible. If you can't use magic to move between realms, death might just work as a catalyst.
How is it? I've seen him once, Nadia. I've seen her once. This doesn't indicate to you at all that he has some kind of a connection.
Or also that going like, if you can't use magic, we've literally said that anybody can learn how to use magic in this world.
What if
Do you know?
What if the different routes contradict each other? What if they're completely different worlds?
Oh God, I wish.
God, then we wouldn't be able to keep track of anything.
Well, then nothing would matter.
You'd just be like reading completely separate stories with the same characters.
And you go, well, I guess in this AU, you have blonde hair, and over here, and you smell like sardines.
But
and then
in
over
this
here,
AU, people can learn magic if they're taught. In this AU, they cannot.
yeah.
Oof. In this AU, it's, divine right of kings.
But the thing, like, okay, so you have to forgive me. I'm like, if it ends up, though, being something more like that, I just go, I don't want anything to do with this story. Because part of the fun, and also the way that it talks about stuff, going, play the mystery.
It builds on itself.
It builds on itself. And if you have no consistency between any of the story, like, it just bugs me.
Yeah, I say, I'm a little confused. I think I'm going to have to try and figure out somehow if these stories actually do build on each other, or if they're each just capsules that are AUs of the main of in a primary universe.
Well, here's the question: So if you're gonna keep playing, like, part of this is going like, so what then becomes basically your theme? Because we've already said there's no mystery here. You really don't spend any time trying to really figure anything out. There's no, hey, pay attention to clues or context details.
I guess the mystery is, why do people have memory loss? But no one's focusing on that, so it's a background mystery.
Right?
Because it's not a mystery of, who killed Lucio, because right away from even the prologue, he's not dead.
Yeah.
And also that, then no one killed him.
Uh-huh.
So I guess you wonder if someone killed him for a little while.
Uh-huh.
But it's not a big mystery, and it gets resolved real quick. It gets wrapped up real quick. So the big mystery is something else, like how is Lucio alive?
Right?
But again, that's not really what people focus on. So it's like if they're
what is the main focus of the story?
I say the mysteries aren't what the story is focusing on.
Yeah, not at all. Well, and it's also like it's fine.
I say we'll have to get further through this or finish it to really get a good picture of it, I think.
Death might just work as a catalyst, and then you'll never come back.
Yeah.
I could and might are all I need. Ha!
This is good. This is might. Good to meet you.
Hello. What? Portia,
I have no words. None. No words.
Because this could go real bad. Nadia shakes her head, lifting a hand to rub at her temples. So she goes like this.
Yes,
both temples. Like that is like
that is kind of a wow.
That is a stretch.
I think I would need longer fingers for that not to be a tight grip on my forehead.
Well, she does have long fingers.
I think she does. I mean, I've seen her hands, but I don't know what the proportion is to her face.
Well, also at the same time, I'm just like, this is really this is like you grab your forehead more sort of gesture rather than I'm grabbing like this. This seems weird.
Yeah.
This is like a thing you do to somebody you can't quite reach. You go,
she is a foreign entity in an imaginary game. She can rub both her temples with one hand if she likes.
Both her tentacles. Everyone in the room knows this is up to her. She could wave her hand and free Julian now. Julian looks up at her, waiting for her answer. Let me do this, Countess. Nadia, let me help you.
Okay.
That is her name, so calling her Countess Nadia wouldn't necessarily be inappropriate, or are you going to call her Countess Satranava?
Nope.
Because literally nobody else in this entire fucking route has called her Countess Satranava.
So what I'm getting is, Countess, I stop. Then I call you by a personal name, Nadia. Then I continue going.
Uh-huh.
Not Countess Nadia. I'm getting Countess.
No. I'm saying though, what were you going to say after the Countess? Do you understand what I'm saying? Or were you just going to stop with Countess? You see
right. I think it was just, I'm going to call you Countess. No, that's not enough. I need to get more personal.
Right.
That's how I'm reading it.
Nadia, I don't know you.
Yeah, because if they knew each other in the last 3 years, she don't remember you,
Yeah,
sir.
she don't remember Astra, she remember nothing.
It also doesn't seem like you remember her, so...
Which is a thing that I thought was really fucking funny! Astra, I know her, but I'll just let her do her thing. Me. Wow, you're kind of cold to people that just don't remember you.
I think, honestly, Astra has, a level of social anxiety and going, well, if people don't remember me, less stress for me, so I don't have to pursue anything.
Right? Or in possible some way, too. Astra's going, well, if you don't remember...
That's the way the cookie crumbles. That's fate. Destiny. That's how it lands.
Goodbye! Except for the fact that Astra was willing to...
Change fate? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Alright, so, if... Help you. Does he know anything of her goals here? When he says help you, what does he think she needs? Because if he thinks she needs to be basically supported or given like connection back to her people or prove that she can find the murdered Lucio, why would he think any of those things?
I don't know.
Because the people have not been crying for justice at all. So if both of them in a void came up with the idea that for her to get a better connection with the people, she'd need to find the murderer of Lucio, that would be insane.
I don't know.
So what does he want to help her with?
The thing is also, again, you do have to realize, what has Julian been present for? What could he possibly, then you could maybe extrapolate that he knows. But because it seems like most of the time what they were trying to do, even in his route, was just try to extrapolate, he's always constantly on the run, he knows nothing, blah, blah. He's trying to find out his own shit. I'm like, I don't think he knows anything about what Nadia's goals are. In fact, I remember going through, when we were going through his route, I was like, what if Nadia basically ends up destroying you because she doesn't know what you're about, because you have no connection to her, And again, I'm like, if they were friends, holy shit, he had literally no fucking connection to her at all, really, in her route, period. He never talked about her. He never discussed what we all did together.
I think both of them didn't remember each other because of the memory loss that isn't really significantly dealt with.
Yeah, it's really
But everyone has it, remember? So, everyone's got a mark and everyone's got memory loss, and we never find out why.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I assume you find out... No, but the thing is you would have to find out why unless the stories are meant to be played in a certain order, you'd have to find out why in every single one of them. And I don't remember getting a clear idea of why in Nerd's story at all, in Julian's route.
Yeah, I don't remember that either. I'm like, he did end up remembering shit, didn't he? He was actually like, I don't know who I am. He's like, oh shit, now I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I apologize. I've been ranting about, it just, so much to be frustrated about.
I do not like this. You helping me. It is dangerous and frankly irresponsible. There are too many risks. You don't respond to the fact that he says, I want to help you, and that you've been trying to be an island and not be helped by anyone. That doesn't set you off? You've been really strong about the I can do this myself. Or just with Corazon.
Don't worry, you both sound a lot like each other.
It's okay.
If
I let you hang, I'm letting an innocent man die for my convenience.
Yeah.
What does he think your convenience is? Because he's offering to help you. What is his idea of helping you?
And as we've said, Nadia is not really compared to Lucio at all. Like, where we talked about this in the last couple of episodes, I'm like, why is she so fucking worried?
People seem to love her.
No word of God has come up at all of going, she seems to be obsessed with it, and everybody else is going, Nadia, Nadia, it's okay. It's better than that guy.
We're neutral to better, and no one cares that, about justice for him.
Like, the tone here makes no sense to me. It's fine.
Again, I get her going, I am obsessed with this, and I am self-serving, and I have decided what is wrong and decided how to fix it. But what is Julian's connection to that at all? What is he offering to help her with? Because he has no connection to that idea.
He doesn't.
That is not the kind of ruler I want to be. But I want to be a tyrant even less.
What?
I cannot take your choice from you, no matter how I disagree with it.
How much?
Hang on a second. No matter how much I disagree with it, but hang on a second. So if I deny people the right to commit suicide publicly, I'm being a tyrant.
And traumatizing people.
No, that doesn't matter. We're talking about only the one person.
Yep.
So if someone comes up to me and says, I want to die publicly,
on the off chance that it will let me meet God.
Well, I can't take away your personal rights from you, so fine. I would be a tyrant if I told you no.
What? That's why I was like, what? The only option you can be now is a tyrant? Because when you said
because I'd be controlling. I'd be telling you what you can do with your life. But also you're lying to all of your people, which is controlling them.
Anyway, yeah.
Unless you go, so we know he didn't kill Lucio, but we're going to hang him anyway, because he wants to meet God.
That's what I'm saying, like, what? Are you ready to meet God? Oh, you haven't been here much, have you, kid?
Again.
New here.
Neither Corazon nor Portia have anything to say about this. And it's Nadia's idea in a void of going...
My part of my brain must be like Portia left, I think, but I don't remember.
The only options are Nadia, I don't want to be that kind of a ruler, or I will be a tyrant. So either I'm a liar or a tyrant.
Decisions.
Oh God, what kind of...
Flatteries.
What do you want to be, Nadia?
I love false dichotomies, actually. They're my favorite storyline.
No matter how much I disagree with it. If this is what you have decided, Doctor, I will not stop you.
I'm
Why?
so mad.
I don't understand.
Please, because there's also, again, for my convenience. Actually, we do have no confirmation that this will fucking work. Because apparently our character has gone, well,
maybe.
Maybe.
And I have no interest in investigating or learning more about it.
Heavily magical world. I have all these powers that I decide to use at my convenience. God, people here are so fucking self-centered.
Interestingly, the MC in this one doesn't seem to be interested in their magical powers at all.
No.
They've used
them very briefly.
And they have no interest in studying or developing them. They have no interest in pursuing more of them, really.
Which is fine. I could just build more into Corazon going, basically, all my magic is more or less woven in my clothes. It's not an active thing. It's a thing that's a part of, basically, my person, but it's not something I cast.
And it's not something I want to do all the time. It's something I want to have.
Yes.
Not do, have.
Do have.
Do have. I get dressed in the morning. I don't get dressed all day long, constantly.
Bitch. I worked for this.
I don't really like this. This feels super weird. But also, again, there's two other people here who aren't weighing in, and one of them that is really not, again, so Nerd wasn't very curious, and Corazon is now indicated to not be very curious either. Again, you have this weird mark. I'm not curious, I'm not going to inquire about it, I don't want to find out about it, I have no questions about it. It's just there is a magical mark on you. And with Julian, wow, interesting trick. I have no curiosity of how that works, where that comes from, what's that about, or the fact that you have matching marks. Even if it were a mystery, your MC is so incurious that it doesn't, you have no engagement driven towards it.
Right, there's so one of the fun things about, typically, I always found to be, at least mystery shows, is the fact that your main characters are interested in solving it, so you get invested with them. You're channeling your curiosity with them. They're like, oh god, brand new bizarre situation, here we go! And it's part of the fun is going along with them to figure the shit out with them.
Because they're curious how it happened. And what these things mean and how they're related. But if we're not going to stop the doctor, I guess we're gonna have to not stop him in the next one.
Hey, so thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos. It actually does a lot for us in regards to the YouTube algorithm. It just lets YouTube know that, hey, we are active, people interact with our stuff, and then they will promote us more. But no pressure. It's nice to just have you here. We love hearing from you. If you also want to support the channel more directly with, accomplishing and getting either more games or building up on our fund where we're actually trying to replace our computer, that would be great. You can go check that out. Actually, we have a Ko-Fi, and we have a Patreon, and we have a Twitch, since you can actually subscribe there. If you want to go check out any of our other social media links, we'd also love to see you there. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!